and welcome to my first cooking video. So I'm going to start with my favourite thing in the entire world, pancakes. I probably make these about 3 times a week. They're great for post-workout, mainly because they've got carbohydrate in them from the oats and protein from the egg. Also, they've got banana in them, so there's a potassium stored back as well. So really, what's not to love about these? So basically, I'm just going to go through how I make them, just my normal everyday making. And yeah, so you can actually see. So what I've got ingredients-wise is a banana, 1 average size banana. You can decide on what you believe is average. Can I say that in the video? Shocking. I've got some oats. I'm using Quaker oats, but you can use just regular oats. You know, the ones in the bag in Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, wherever you shop. The cheaper ones, they're literally the exact same thing. I don't know why I've got these. Just obviously was having an expensive day. I've got some almond milk. You can use normal milk, but I know that almond milk's really popular at the moment, and it actually doesn't matter what milk you use. I've got 1 egg, and I've got some baking powder. So I'm actually going to measure stuff out today, which I never do. But I'm going to today, so I'm going to put my cheeky little scales over here. Right, so oats. Now I normally put, I can't even open them, I can't even open the blooming things. So yeah, oats. I normally use, I reckon around 40 grams. If I'm making them just for me, yeah, 40 grams. So let's try and do 40 grams of our delightful oats. Yeah, 40 grams looks about right. 40 grams of oats, measured out, never say, oh! Tragic. So I've measured my oats out, and the dishwasher keeps opening. Why does it keep opening? Stop! So I've measured my oats out, all measured, 40 grams of oats. Now, I always blend my pancake mix in my blender. I've got 2 blenders. I've got a Blender Active blender, and it's meant for smoothies and protein shakes, and I do use it for that, but also I use it for blending pancake mix because I pour the pancake mix, and it's fine. Pouring out of this is just, I don't know, a lot easier. I don't know why it is. That's just the way it is. So I would recommend definitely blending your oats. Don't, it's not going to work, is it? Don't do it by hand because it's like carnage otherwise. It just doesn't give it the same effect. So you're going to scoop your oats into your lovely blender, whatever blender you have. I'm just going to scoop mine in like so. So yeah, that's put on the floor. So you have 40 grams of oats here, ready to go. The next thing I would do is put half a teaspoon of baking powder. Obviously, baking powder just helps it cook and all the way through. You're not giving it that kind of gooey, uncooked feel. So half a teaspoon. I'm trying to show you how it's filling it. Half a teaspoon, half a tablespoon, the end of a tablespoon or half a teaspoon. I'm so bad with measurements because I just cook all the time, and I need to like try to tell everyone else how I'm doing it. So baking powder, oats. Crack an egg into that. Now, if you are a vegan or just someone who doesn't actually like my mum just doesn't actually like eggs, you can use a natural yogurt. What I will say is the natural yogurt, it does need a lower temperature and a longer cooking time when it gets to that point. It does work as long as you put the baking powder in. So yeah, then you're going to put a splash of almond milk. Now I say a splash because I literally do mean a splash. Watch. A splash. Maybe like, if I had to measure it, 15 mil? If I had to, I'm not sure though. 15 mil. Let's say 15 mil. So you've got your oats there, your egg there, your baking powder in there. You're then going to put your banana into the mix, she says. Banana goes in there. I just kind of rip it into like 3 pieces, just for ease. So many details. Just for ease, she says. So yeah, then I'm going to pop my blendy lid onto my mixture. I give it a shake with my hands. Otherwise, the oats get clogged at the end. But obviously on other blenders that won't happen. I just feel passionate about using this blender. Okay, I'm going to blend it all up. Cool. And then the mixture inside should be thicker than a normal batter, and it will get thick because the oats start to absorb the moisture, but mine's like this thick. Look, I'll show you. I'll show you right to the camera how thick mine is. Can you see? That kind of thickness is good. It's just still a bit of oats in it. Smells banana-y. Perfecto. Right, let's go cook up this bad boy. Okay, so you brought over your mixture to your hob. It will start thickening up, that's fine. I've got some coconut oil and a frying pan, which is non-stick. Let's not get into that mischief. I'm just going to turn my hob on. Okay, I'm going to put a tiny bit of coconut oil in the pan and let that melt down. Coconut oil is a funny one because people always say, how much should I use? I think, well, probably the same amount of oil as you would have used back when oil was acceptable. I actually really love the taste of coconut, so I'll be really upset if in like 2 months' time they're like, coconut oil is really bad for you. You just never know. From what I've learned, coconut oil is coconut oil. It's from coconuts. You know, they've got natural fat in them, but that's it. It's natural fat. Problem is when you start having fats that aren't natural, but hey ho. Let's give that oil a little splash around the pan. Lovely. Okay, so you've got your mixture. Now this is the bit which takes some practice, she says. I'll probably mess it up. You're going to make 3 pancakes, okay? So pour in your mixture. So let them just space out themselves. You're never going to get them so they're all the same size, but life's too short for that, my friends. Life is too short. So let them cook. Like you can see, I've just put it on there. I'm actually going to turn it up 1 notch. Let them cook. Let them cook. I always lift the sides up to check that they're cooking. I don't get paranoid that they're going to stick, but they do normally. So that's about a minute on one side. Have a little look underneath and you'll see they're just going brown. With these pancakes, unlike normal pancakes, you flip them over when the top is still wet. Don't wait for that cooked side because it won't happen, and what will happen is they'll burn. These ones are still, if I put my finger on the top, still absolutely like batter. They haven't cooked at all, but the bottoms have started cooking and it doesn't take long for them to cook all the way through. So I'm going to go underneath it, I'm going to flip it, and the top is still wet, so it will smudge a little bit, but it's nice and golden. Nice and golden. I'm going to flip my other ones now. Get the whole spatula under there. Don't lift it up and flip it, just flip it in the pan. We need to show it to the heavens. Oh, just breaking that one in half. Oh no, it wasn't ready. It needs some more time. It needs some more time. And now I give them another minute. Give them a minute on the side.
Ladies, you're damn right, you can't read a man's mind. We're living in 2 tribes and heading for war. Nobody's...
So, pop your pan off. Pop the pan off. And let's go top these bad boys. Okay, pancake time. So, here are our pancakes. These look so good. So, I'm literally going to stack them all on each other. Oh, that's hot. Stack them on each other. I'm going to show this to the camera. Look. Perfect. Perfect. pancakes. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to top your pancakes with. What I will say is, I use a lot of frozen berries. Like I've got Sainsbury's blueberries right now. And people say, how do you eat them when they're frozen? Obviously, I don't eat them when they're frozen. I pop a handful of how many I want. That was probably way too many berries for one sitting. I have a handful in a strainer. I've gone for a sieve today, shaking things up. I think the colander had rice in it. And I literally get a warm tap. A warm tap, she says. Praying for a warm tap. Come on. I can hear the boiler going, whoa, warm tap, hurry up. Come on, yeah. So, and I literally run the hot water through them, maybe for about, I don't know, 30 seconds. And it takes the edge off them completely. And they do, basically, start to frost. They don't take very long at all. I think berries don't fully freeze. Don't quote me on that. So then the blueberries, I'm going to pop this back in the freezer, one sec. Don't ever leave your berries out because you know what happens? They start to melt, put them in the freezer, and they all go back together. It's a nightmare. So here we go. I've got some blueberries I'm going to put on top of mine. Blueberries, 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 blueberries. Why do they always roll off? It's like trying to present something here. Just obedient blueberries. But you can use anything, honestly, literally, whatever you want to put in your pancakes, you know, do it because I love one. Right, I've also got pomegranate seeds. I keep these in a frozen container in the kitchen, basically, because they freeze individually. Look, they're great. Great for sprinkling on, well, pretty much anything. Salads, dinner, whatever. Great frozen. People will say, oh, I didn't know you could freeze pomegranates. I freeze literally everything. Maybe not herbs, I don't freeze herbs. So you've got some lovely blueberries and pomegranates. Now, I'm pretty naughty, I'm going to go for maple syrup only a little bit. But equally, you could use the 0% Greek yogurt. That's lovely on pancakes. What else could you use? But anything. You put chopped bananas, ice cream. I mean, give it a good drizzle of the good stuff. And that's it. Pancakes for all. Boom. Try and show it to the camera. There's your pancakes. Done. Simple. Breakfast every day. Thank you for watching my very first cooking video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please hit subscribe and support me on my journey of cooking. Have a glorious day, everyone, and thank you very much. Mwah.